We are at the base of Copper Mountain. We're at the Masters at Copper Creek, and we're going to go see a house that is nearing completion. It should be almost done. This is a house that's for sale. It was a spec developer's house. It will be a ski in, ski out house right at the base of Copper Mountain, Colorado. So with the exterior, we had a very low height limit that we had to deal with. What we're trying to do is create a rustic mountain feel, but also a very low maintenance exterior as well, because this environment is very rough on building materials. We get a lot of sun, we get a lot of cold, and the combination of the high altitude UV rays and the sun create a difficult situation for most houses. So we've used stucco, we've also used some reclaimed wood and stone. So this house should be looking very much the same way it is now, 20, 30 years from now. Well, so I just found out that the house is almost nearly complete. They just did their final construction clean today. They've got a couple of more details to wrap up, but for all intents and purposes, this is a complete house. The idea was to create a house where a lot of people could come together and enjoy a really good time out here. And for a family ski vacation or multiple families, the house has 6 bedrooms, so it can sleep a lot of people. And the idea is to create a certain amount of privacy for people, but also a lot of communal space where people can get together and enjoy each other's company. In this environment, which is very cold and bluish outside, we like to use materials that kind of bring a sense of warmth on the inside. So this house has a lot of walnut doors, walnut cabinetry, which is a very dark, rich, warm wood. The floors are actually a bleached walnut as well, which gives the same sense of warmth with being just a little bit different than the dark, rich walnut of the cabinets. The stairwell is really the central feature of the house, and stairs to me are an important design element because you travel through the space in a way that you don't when you're just walking around. So you're communicating from one floor to the next, and the experience of a good staircase is very tactile. You're touching the rail, you're also going up and down in the space, you're looking at different angles. And as you can imagine, this is a fairly heavy item, so it doesn't just kind of come in the front door. We had to lower it down in through the roof to be able to get it into the space. This is actually the first time I've seen the staircase in its completed form, and it's a sense of accomplishment to envision something and see it come to fruition. We had an interior designer, and we worked with the owner to select from a custom cabinet maker out of Leadville. They're a very well-built cabinet. Everything is custom here. The owner even wanted to do custom cabinetry in the pantry. And we'll go see the master bedroom and bath. So we have a very nice view of the 10-mile range there. The living room actually looks out towards the ski mountain. It's sort of obscured by trees, but it's very close to the ski mountain. Here again we see the timber ceilings and vaulting, and a nice fireplace, which is a nice feature to have when you've been out skiing all day and it's been freezing. Not a huge bathroom, but plenty spacious for a nice bathing environment. One feature that we've been doing a lot of lately and we've used throughout the house is the lighted toe kick that you see here. So that comes on whenever somebody enters, it's on a motion sensor, so anytime somebody enters the bathroom that will come on, which is a nice feature so that you're not being blinded by the light when you come in to brush your teeth in the first thing in the morning. The other feature that we like to use a lot these days is trench drains in the shower rather than the circular drains. And we do that because we can use the same tile that's on the floor in the shower rather than the little itty-bitty tiles. You can actually see part of the ski mountain through the window here, and we're about 100 yards away from the Super B lift, which is the main lift that goes up this side of the mountain at Copper Mountain here. In the backyard here, we've landscaped it so that on a nice day in the winter that people can sit outside and have a fire in the fireplace and enjoy the backyard area. An office for someone. Even though it's an environment where winter lasts a long time, I still like to incorporate a fair bit of outdoor spaces. And on this particular house, we have 5 different balconies from different places where a person can step outside and enjoy a few minutes of being outside before they come back in. Somebody working in the space has immediate access to the bathroom, or if it's a bedroom, it's a 3/4 bath where somebody can be using this as a bedroom and have access to a full bathroom. Master bedroom number 2 is just beyond this door. One of the interior design challenges was to use different stones, but stones that kind of related to each other. So you notice this stone is a little bit different than the stone that was used in the living room, which is a little bit different from the stone that's on the outside. We do that so that there's a little bit of variety, but we wanted to communicate to each other. Like if this were a river rock fireplace, it'd look totally inappropriate in this space. So through this door will be the master bathroom. Here again, it's not enormous, but it's comfortable and a very dramatic, nice space to be in. We've got a lot going on in the ceilings, which kind of creates an interesting kind of room, but you can see the ski mountain through the window here. Watch people going up on the lift. This room is a fairly large room and will accommodate a variety of different kinds of bed setups. Often in ski houses we'll do a bunk room, and that would be totally workable in this space. You could probably get 2 full-size bunk beds in here, and you could put 8 kids in this room. I like to incorporate windows wherever I can in every space that I can, including bathrooms. So we have both windows in the vanity portion of the bathroom and a window in the bathing portion of the bathroom. This is another kid's bedroom. Not quite as big as the other one. You really feel the structure in this room, and it allows us to expose the timber structure. So rather than just building a frame structure and then putting drywall all over it, we can express the structure on the inside of the house. One thing I wanted to point out is that all the timber work was wire brushed and then stained. So that gives it a really rich texture. It's nice. It feels good to put your hands on this. It's smooth, but it's textury, and it really brings out the character of the wood. We're on our way to the lowest level. So this is the ski room. This is the way you come in from the garage. We have laundry in here. We have a good bench for people to put their ski boots on or take them off. Are now going into a lower level suite. So we've got a little bit of a wet bar here that can be used as a little kitchenette. This communicates directly to the driveway where people can come directly in from the outside and use this suite. So this is something that we're doing more and more of, is using sliding doors, and this happens to be a very big one. The door is completely custom, made out of solid walnut. Even though it's a massively heavy door, it slides pretty easily.